Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1, GV, Whiskey 1, Good Vibrations, Zap! Here to talk about a special form of lightning called a Superbolt. A Superbolt. Sometimes you'll hear it called a bolt from the blue. Sometimes you'll hear it called positive lightning. Well, there's a technical reason for the positive lightning part. Superbolt is probably the common usage name, and bolt from the blue is slang for the fact that a superbolt can travel quite a ways from a thunderstorm. What we have here in this particular illustration is a crude drawing of a thunderstorm. Here's the anvil cloud right here. Typical altitude, 50,000 feet. At a certain level, wind shear from the upper atmosphere will prevent any further buildup of the thunderstorm. But severe thunderstorms can sometimes reach altitudes as high as 60,000 feet above the ground, typically about a half a mile to a mile between the bottom of the cloud, the base right here, and the surface right here. The lower part of a cloud is charged negatively in most thunderstorms, and the positive part of the cloud is the top part, near the anvil if there is one. So when you get a typical lightning bolt intercloud, they occur between the positive and the negative charge inside the cloud. That's called cloud-to-cloud lightning. There's also a positive countercharge that forms along the ground underneath a thunderstorm, and that can sometimes attract lightning bolts from cloud to ground, thereby the term cloud-to-ground lightning. And those are by far the two most common forms of lightning. And believe me, there's enough current and voltage, several tens of thousands of amperes, and up to 50, even 100 million volts of electrical potential that produces those brief discharges of lightning. I won't get into the anatomy of that in this video, or it would be an hour long. But basically, those are the two common forms of lightning, known as intercloud intercould, whatever you want to say here, intercloud, that's inside the cloud, lightning inside the cloud, and cloud to ground lightning, or C to G lightning, like that. But occasionally you'll get enough of a discharge and a unique set of circumstances, maybe a percentage, 2%, a few percent of the lightning discharges produce a tremendous positive charge, and that's called positive lightning. And that's because instead of the negative charge initiating the lightning bolt, the negative charge here producing cloud to ground or inside the cloud intracloud lightning, you will get this positive buildup which produces a negative flow from the ground to the cloud over a great distance, and yet the direction of the actual buildup of lightning is from the positive to the negative, and it can sometimes travel quite a horizontal distance before finally making its way to the ground. you'd better hope that that grounded object is not your antenna, because superbolts, as these are known, can cause up to 10 times the amount of current in their discharge as a standard, if you want to say that word, standard cloud-to-ground lightning bolt can do. And these can occur up to 15 miles away from a thunderstorm. That's why you will, in fact, once in a while get a glimpse of a superbolt and wonder if you really saw it or not. You'll be looking some distance away and see a flash for just a second, or you think you see it, and it seems to go from the top of the cloud to some point far away from the top of the cloud and the cloud itself. Did you really see that? And you'll wonder. Well, the answer is most definitely yes. Indeed, you did see it. If you clearly saw that flash in your imagination, it was really there. And it struck at some point X on the ground. Clearly, you must be very happy that you were not at that point X, because these superbolts, as I said, carry up to 10 times the punch of a standard lightning bolt. So beware. The Earth is a more dangerous place than you might have thought, eh? Even a common thunderstorm can present a deadly hazard, as deadly as any nuclear missile ever could be. Because if it hits you, it's about the same as if a superbolt hit you. You'll be just as dead either way. So, superbolts do occur, fortunately not often, and that is why nowadays when you read the severe thunderstorm warnings from the National Weather Service, you'll see that mentioned. If they say there's a lot of lightning with a storm, they'll often mention that a lightning bolt can travel up to 15 miles away from a thunderstorm. That's absolutely true. That's no myth. Stan Gibilisco is signing off, saying 73, which means best regards in ham radio jargon, and da-da-da-da-da-da, which in common English would translate to so long.